Yeah, this is just talking about amethyst and manifestations. I had such a tough time getting my manifestations to come home, and then I started wearing amethyst, and that did it. It did. The amethyst was the game changer. So it's been every time. It was always like difficult, right? That was the feeling, is it was hard, right? And I know that wasn't right, but I just couldn't get over that feeling, right? And then it's like after the amethyst, oh, everywhere I go, Walmart, tons of chicks I like, Maverick. Well, first I went to this other gas station with a petting zoo, and it was a lot of like people I found hot. And then, yeah, the family at Maverick like giving me their daughter, and then the freaking big busty blonde at the next Maverick. I love the Maverick gas station. But yeah, I'm super excited. Like, Amethyst was crazy because aliens told me iron is better than you think it is. Like, it's just something aliens told me that stuck with me. It was like, iron is better than you think it is. Like, as a clue, right? And it turns out that in amethyst, iron is suspended in. I'm sure this is my call for history. If anything makes people pay attention to me, it's going to be this. He said this, and then we discovered this, right? Um, is the silica atom has an iron inclusion in one of its bonds. One of its bonds is iron instead of another silica. And then that has to be irradiated. And then that will turn it purple, right? Just having an iron additive, not enough. It's got to be basically a quartz with iron, and then it's got to endure radiation. And then it becomes an amethyst. So, our word for what, like, those really heavy elements do. Some people receive radiation and get sick and die. Other people receive radiation and become superhumans. It's true. They won't get sick. They'll keep living and just be sharp, right? So I think I could probably, since I've eaten deadly mushrooms and lived and I've like swallowed metals and magnets and stuff, I think I could have a radiation dose and survive. I think that's no problem. But yeah, and then it's like, yeah, that's right. I had a pizza delivered, and it was supposed to be by this dude Anthony, and then who shows up is Brittany. I wish I had tipped her because I should have asked, "Is Anthony keeping your tips?" You know? Yeah, she was like a cutie. She was a little blonde with blue eyes, but she was like really sweet. I was like, wow. I thought in my mind when I was staring at her, it was like Anthony. It's like Brittany. That's so funny. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's super lucky. So I don't know what it was. Like, it's interesting that it's like amethyst. Yeah, amethyst is good for like calming and letting go of feelings. Maybe it's good at like letting go of negative feelings, right? I've tried, like, here's the thing, is like having a bowl of it or having a fake gem doesn't count. The fake gems don't count. You have to get the real gemstone, and it's got to touch your skin, right? That's like the secret to make it work. Um, I've tried like special water. I stole this guy's goblets. God dang it, I shouldn't have done that. Way years ago, this dude let me borrow his goblet, and I never gave it back. I don't know what happened to it. Um, oh yeah, we left it on the mountain. I guess that counts. That's kind of okay. Easy come, easy go. But anyway, yeah, I do find it interesting. So yeah, manifestation. It's cool how like now I have no trouble getting it, right? It's like, for how long? My whole life was I under a psychic attack? It could have been Christianity. Yeah, it could have been. I don't think it's the devil. I think it's like the people put out an attack. They're like, don't you be successful. You want what I want and you can't have it. So it's like you can pray, you can do good works, you can do all this stuff. But the thing that worked was like physically touching a crystal. Yeah. It's not enough that you have it in your pocket, or that you, it's like exactly like a video game. If you have a ring in your bag, it does nothing for you unless you put it on, right? Same thing with that is that it's like you have crystals like around you, so what? You have to grab it and touch it, right? So that's like changing my thinking. Now I'm like planning like a crystal ascension, like working with the major ones and making sure they're legit. Yeah. Since my body's too big, I need to get multiple copies of like anyone like rose quartz. I need to buy two and then stitch them together. I'm gonna go to the gold store and see if I can't get, because they can do like fixes. They can do like editing of gold. I'm gonna ask them to make me a gold bead. Um, See if I can get that, so I can have gold touching my skin, which I never have done before. It'd be interesting. But yeah, manifest. I'm plenty funny. I got plenty of talents. I'm hot, right? I should be able to have my dream life. Um, I'm also manifesting, like, I saw like what trucking is and how hard work is, like how hard like street labor. We need the ability to fly for free, right? We should have like really quick airborne transport craft that aren't super costly. So I appreciate everyone from my youth. I appreciate the GEM program. Yeah, I was in gifted ed, but gifted ed wasn't like more math and science. Gifted ed was public speaking, which was really interesting. They trained me to be a speaker. So yeah, maybe manifestation leader. Like we can travel the universe at light speed. We go faster than the speed of light. Wow, I'm seeing all this purple. There's no way I'm seeing this like fucking purple on the door. It's exactly like a black light, but there's nothing there doing that. Wow, we travel faster than the speed of light, and there was like all this purple on my door. Where did that come from? Wow, that's a good sign. So yeah, I had an amethyst I wore in my hat for a little bit over my forehead. I don't know if that did anything, but I think definitely like wearing it on your body day after day, week after week is like how you really like have big changes. So yeah, I know why people get gold and diamonds, because it's value, right? Clarity and purity. It's like a powerful mix. But also, like, there's other ones, like amethyst is incredibly special. Amethyst is nothing like a diamond, it's equally special. Diamonds are built under pressure. Amethyst is like an iron inclusion that's been irradiated, which matches. I didn't know that, right? And then it matches. The aliens were like, iron's better than you think it is. And I was like, really? And yeah, it's like an essential component in amethyst. You can't have amethyst without irradiated iron, which is such a specific and cool combination. So yeah, this feels so good. I'm in the hotel. I've actually got 6 hours of driving tomorrow, not 8, which should be a lot more relaxing. But I could also like try to show up late, like do 3 hours and then just like pull off somewhere, and then try to do. Ooh, there's the violet, the purple again. I'm seeing purple on everything. Maybe my third eye is opening. Yeah, amethyst protects against psychic attack, which is so specific. I don't think you can own it either. You can't just like own it. You have to touch it. It has to be on your body. So that's what I'm gonna do with like all these other ones. Is I'm gonna get like a variety of crystals. I'm gonna do the full rainbow, right? But right now I'm gonna work with amethyst. Jeez, it's so much purple. I'm seriously seeing purple for no reason at all. Usually I see faces if I see anything. And I'm almost never seeing colors. Now I'm seeing like purple everywhere, which is really weird for me. Yeah, that never happens to me. So yeah, if I see like a hallucination, it's like object transmutation or faces. Never like a color bath. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's a hallucination. I think it's like aura energy. I've been invoking it and it's there. Yeah, I'm seeing purple everywhere. That's really cool. So, hey, I can't argue with the results. Like, I was having, like, I could manifest what I wanted, but, like, making it come home and be mine was challenging. And now I think it's, like, fixed. It's obviously, like, giving itself to me without restraint, which is really nice. That's what it was, is I had an enemy. I think that's really what it was. The first time I had it, I mean, I don't know if anyone finds this interesting. I hope they do, because I find it interesting. The first time I had an amethyst bracelet break, that guy like made off with my things the next day. And so I think that was the sign, is it was a man, right? Is I was attacked by a man. It's not a demon. It's not a devil. My enemy is a man, right? Somebody who does like black magic. Somebody who hates other boys and wants to stop them. So obviously I'm not that way. There's a lot of times I clap for boys. I'm happy when boys get it. I am. The people that I have like public problem with are like usually because of they support circumcision. That's usually where I go like, okay, you're not cool. You think you're cool and you're not, right? But anyway. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah. Well, I love this hotel. This is really nice. The pizza was amazing. Again, like Brittany delivered it. It was like, oh, Anthony? And it's like, oh, I'm Brittany. And I was like, wow, she's a cutie. So, yeah. How to manifest. Yeah, see, is I owned crystals before. I had them on like, I had gotten a Catholic child's kneeling thing to practice meditation. And I threw it away. But there was a time I took it serious. So I was like, I'm getting deep now. Nah, there's what works and what doesn't. Like, I've owned crystals. It doesn't mean anything. I had a pack rat steal my, I left an angel aura quartz out and it disappeared. And we found it in a pack rat nest. He went, oh, shiny. So yeah, I'm thinking about like I said, like getting like a piercing with amethyst or something. Getting it near my head. Or, why not just get a chunk of it and stick it in my ear, right? That might be easier. So I can plug up my ear. Yeah, that way I don't have to put a hole in me. Stick it in my nose. Nah. Swallow it. I could swallow an amethyst. See what it do. Yeah, you should be like, I guess the natural way is to eat a bunch of dirt sometimes. I don't know. So yeah, anyway. I'm seeing so much violet. It's so weird. I never see violet on things like this, and it's like I can stare at it. It's just violet, 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 violet. So yeah, I have like 150 amethyst beads from different makers coming in, and I'm gonna try to like make like a big bracelet for me, and then I have plans to like upgrade my old ones, and then after I'm like rocking amethyst everywhere, like a lot of amethyst, maybe I'll make like a necktie choker of amethyst. Um, it's just that psychic attack, man. There's men who fucking hate me, and I do believe it's men. I don't think it's demons or the devil. I think the people who are like out to stop me are boys. Not all of them, obviously, but some of them. Because that's like who was revealed when I was asking. It's like that's who is like, and it's like that idea that you should think of others, try giving away what you want. Don't. He'll just take it and you'll lose, right? You got to take what you want and keep it. So yeah, after Amethyst, after I've like, and I think I'm pretty close. Like my manifestations have been crazy over and over. Usually I'd manifest like every once in a while, but it wouldn't be mine. This is just giving itself to me. It's like, here you go, here you go, here you go. That's what you wanted. so many times. Other times it was like, yeah, I'd get like close but no cigar, right? Almost what I want. And now it's getting to like really close to what I actually want, right? And it's the amethyst. It's like affecting. There's some ancient problem that I've got that, like, oh, see, I was touching my ear when that happened. There's some ancient problem that I got that this is helping me with, and it wasn't enough in an organite or in a jar. It wasn't enough around me. I could have placed amethyst all around me in a circle, and that would have done nothing. It had to touch my body. Right? It had to be on my skin, and that was the difference maker. I don't have. It's like people are approaching me now, right? People want to talk to me now. Yeah, there was something going on. And amethyst cured it. There's no way it's accidental that iron can bind, and they call it like an iron impurity. It's not an impurity. I don't think a quartz with iron is an impurity. And then it has to be irradiated, and then it makes the amethyst, which is just such a crazy idea. Maybe there's more steps to it, or it's different than they say, right? Um, but yeah, I'm going to work with amethyst for a while. I'm kind of like trying to avoid looking ahead at what else I'm going to do. Definitely, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy like either from a really reputable crystal store. I'll buy like a natural gemstone, and then I'll buy like a cut to make it bigger from Amazon. Or like I said, I'll just buy two. Yeah, I want to go to the gold store and have them make me like a gold bead so I can have a piece of gold touching my skin. Maybe put that as like on the amethyst link, right? Get a 10 millimeter amethyst bead bracelet and then cut it with a piece of gold with a 10 millimeter gold ball. How much would a 10 millimeter gold ball cost? $300 tops. So anyway, yeah, I'm super excited to see what else I manifest, but I'm also more excited to see like what the what my baseline becomes over time, working with it. I'm curious what else I'll try to work with. I may never take amethyst off, right? I may just stick with it. I was so close, and for so much of my life, like, is take amethyst, you're under psychic attack. Take amethyst, you're under psychic attack. Somebody long range attacked me using a trick, and I'm not taking it serious enough, right? I'm just like, oh, I'll just move on or get over it. I'll just try my best. Not good enough. You need to take out the heavy artillery, which is really like touching amethyst. Because if I'm touching it, you won't be able to affect me without at least touching me, right? So yeah, there won't be the ability to do any like long range chaos or remote chaos anymore. It's so weird seeing violet everywhere. I never see violet. And it's like amethyst purple on the drapes, on the door, on the, not even only the shadows, like also like the highlights, right? It's all amethyst. It's really interesting. So, yeah. Maybe I have like a demon, and maybe the demon's being dispelled. Or maybe I have like I don't know what it is. It's to me it's so fascinating. Like, I can't deny the increase in the quality of manifestations. I've been trying to manifest my dream life for years. Years and years and years and years, like 10 years, right? And I was never that successful. And now I'm wearing amethyst, and now it's like, it's all showing up. It's showing up with like, for you, not like, you think you want it, fuck you, you know what I mean? It was like, it's it's that religion. I just don't trust the religion, the teachings. It's just because they get kids and they tell them BS, and it like ruins your life. It's better, and it's like you can't outthink that bad teaching, but you can physically attach a preventative cure onto you. Are you confused what the problem is? Like, I don't have problems with bad luck because of I wear obsidian too, right? So it's like I'm never getting in car crashes. I'm never Although I gotta get my brakes looked at. That's the truth. But I'm never getting in car crashes. I'm never, getting robbed beyond that one time. And there was like the obvious, my amethyst bracelet broke the day before. If that bracelet hadn't broken, I probably wouldn't have been there or wouldn't have trusted them, right? So, or they wouldn't have gone there. That's the other thing, is if the amethyst bracelet hadn't broken, they wouldn't have gone there. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. So, yeah, I'm going home and I'm going to be visiting some of those crystal stores and I'm going to like buy them out. I'm going to go I'm going to buy everything I can find. Um, I used to have a lot of tarot cards. Um, I've mostly given them away or decided I needed another method. I use my art as a type of tarot. The random pictures on the page, definitely interesting when you learn how to see it. Definitely not nothing. Speaks to me, right? Like as you go, you can have a conversation with it and it will evolve with what you're saying. I say you because could say I. Maybe I'll move to I. I'll say I. Who cares about you? I am one of those people where I say you a lot, where you could. Nah, I'm just going to say I. I from now on. But yeah. So yeah. See, I've had things like malachite. I had a malachite bracelet. I had a howlite bracelet. I had a really cool tektite bracelet. I had a tektite bracelet where one of the pieces was a labradorite, but they didn't sell it that way. It was like an accident. They built it, and there was an accidental labradorite inclusion. None of the other bracelets were like that. They were all pure tektite. And so labradorite means hidden gift, and that was before I started. Painting. Was the hidden gift? It might be another one too, right? But yeah, hidden gift. Yeah, crystals are cool. I'm not sure how I feel about organites. I had made them, but I just don't feel like they're as powerful as like touching it and wearing it, right? Having it on your body. I definitely like leaving organite gifts, like a simple jar and then like a collection of them. Yeah, that's cool. Um, yeah, I don't have the power right now, but definitely someday building up and having a lot of organites to give away, where anytime I visit somewhere like this hotel, I left them a tip and a magnet, but it'd be cool to like leave them a little organite. So, good vibes. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's just like all the girls at Walmart, freaking, when I went to like the petting zoo um, gas station, there were like cute chicks there. And then when I went to Maverick, like she wasn't a little girl, but she was definitely younger than me by at least 10 years, which is this Mormon country. They're into that. And her family had like gathered in like a horseshoe behind her, and she's just sitting there facing me, and they're like, "This is your woman," and I like, I just keep going. I just like, uh, you know. But yeah, it was just an interesting display. And then the next Maverick I go to, yeah, I passed by 30 gas stations. There's no way people are waiting for me. There's this like huge boobied blonde who's like pulled around to get close. And then finally, this like I ordered a pizza, and it's this chick named Brittany, right? Oh, this is Anthony. No, I'm Brittany, and she was like a hottie. So yeah, I'm back. I'm back, right? But I'm so like just on edge, interested in what else is to come. It was amethyst. Like it's funny. Like you could have howlite, tektite. You could have carnelian. You could have malachite, adventurine, tiger's eye. You could have all those, and if you're under a psychic attack, that doesn't mean anything because you're gonna get what the psychic attack is, right? It's like someone sent a freaking remote canceller, and some like black magic, like may they always be denied, may they always be in the wrong place at the wrong time, may nobody they meet want to meet them, right? And it's like it's a brand new energy, yeah. And I just feel like it happened to me when I was like a baby. Like I've been carrying. That's one of the reasons I keep talking about it. Is it feels like I've been carrying it since I was a little kid. That I've had this problem since I was a little kid, and it's like owning an amethyst, praying, doing your best. None of that was enough. None of that was enough to protect me circumstantially over and over and over. But now that I've altered my aura so much with some freaking amethyst touching my body, which is the first for me. The first one I ever bought broke, right? And I had bad luck the next day, same spot. Same spot next day, bad luck, right? And it's like, I didn't react. I just like kept it. I was like, oh well. And I just like moved on. But now I'm like, I'm going to get some amethyst. The first one broke. And this next time, I haven't had people approach me in forever. People are approaching me wanting to talk to me. I'm like, this happens? People are interested in who I was so lonely, right? But that's the thing is that like God won't help you. You know, other people won't help you. You need to like, it's exactly like if your car breaks down. If your car breaks down, you can sit there and close your eyes and maybe someone will stop and fix it for you. But guaranteed the thing that'll fix it for you is if you fucking do it, right? So that's like the amethyst, is like putting amethyst on my body. Whatever problem I had, ancestral, religious, the devil, jealous male rivals, which has happened. I don't think I'm somebody you need to be jealous of, but it's happened. Is once I had that protection, it's like a new life. I'm getting things I want to happen, and they're clear. They're not cursed, right? Because I was getting manifestations, and it would be like cursed, right? And it's like it's not good. So crazy story, yeah. Yeah, I'm loving this hotel. Oh man, the AC is so cold. I'm just like slamming water and relaxing. Yeah. Get rid of this. This hotel has 2 desks, 1 desk. This couch is awesome. This couch is absolutely just like the couch I used to have, but a little smaller. Um, get rid of the TV too, but definitely like, I guess the bed you can lay down on, but I could lay down on this bed, yeah. But like a lounge chair, something you can like that cradles you and you could just lay back on. Jeez. But yeah, so amethyst helps with addiction, which I did need help with. I've been unaddicted for about a year. The thing that really helped me was understanding I was circumcised and I was covering pain, among other pains, but that's one of them. And also dewormer, taking like fenbendazole and ivermectin, because like if you don't have parasites trying to eat you from the inside, having a parasite try to eat you from the inside is not comfortable. That sucks. That's like major drain, right? So yeah, getting rid of that. Yeah. But anyway, I wish I had done all this sooner. I wish I had like, hey, let's stop the drugs and alcohol and take some dewormer and get some. I'm amazed I'm seeing violet everywhere. And put some amethyst on and chill, right? You'll get everything you want like it's yours, which is how it's supposed to be. So I think a lot about like, okay, if everyone's getting what they want like it's supposed to be, what's with all this labor? And the answer is supreme tech, is that there's people who are like going to come out with that infinite energy, right? Is we won't need diesel fuels or batteries anymore. It's just, this is the orb that makes everything, right? So the traveler, If you know where that's from, drop. Yeah, if you know where the Traveler's from, drop the title, the big white orb. Anyway, yeah, that's me yapping. Uh, the amethyst thing is so mind blowing. It is mind blowing. The fact it broke in something that taught me a good lesson to respect crystals. That really did. Like the amethyst thing, that taught me a huge lesson to respect crystals. That it's like not a coincidence it broke and then something bad happened to me the next day. Not a coincidence. Like I was having nobody ever come up to me ever. Everywhere I walked, I was completely alone. I wasn't unapproachable, right? I would approach people sometimes, but that was like rare. Um, and then I got amethyst, and it was like I went out and bought it, and 3 people at once tried to talk to me. The next day, another one did. Right, the next time I went out, another one did. And then like Walmart was packed with chicks I liked, just over and over and over. Right. Usually it was like my manifestation would show up sometimes, but there'd be something wrong with it. And then that was just painful. I was like, I don't want to, I'm tired of being hurt like this. Right. But no matter how strong they were at doing it, no matter how powerful that entity or whoever it was, whoever paid, probably blood magic, honestly, whoever, like, technically in the way it works is that if I had endured my whole life, I would have been honored with like a better afterlife and rebirth than the person who did that. The person who did it would have had earthly satisfaction, but I would have had basically like uh, grace for having endured. But anyway, I got tired of it, and I have that amethyst on. I'm gonna have amethyst on all my wrists, around my neck. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have it freaking everywhere, and I'm not gonna get anything else to work with for a while. I'm gonna be like just amethyst. And people say different things, but it is interesting that I have that alien connection. I knew iron was powerful somehow, and iron is the special ingredient to make quartz into purple amethyst. Irradiated iron turns deep purple and grows crazy. That's just not a coincidence. Not with everything else I've experienced. Not with the days of just like on point mega manifestations. Like wow, right? Like I said, no one ever came up to me and talked to me. This dude and his daughter are talking about my license plate. I don't have to open anybody anymore. They're all just right there opening me. And that's amethyst because it's like people curse you. Like may they be alone. May they be anxious. May they drive people away, right? Especially since I'm like a quadruple Sagittarius. So like, oh, he loves people. Fuck you. You get no people, right? You're going to have no people ever. And that was a problem. That was a bad life. But it really wasn't complicated. Like praying about it, opening others, trying to be like, trying to do my best. Useless. Didn't do shit. Putting amethyst on my skin, ding, 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 that worked. And that's got me like going, way more. Before I like clued into this amethyst timeline, I would have been like, yeah, that's just how it is. I'll just pray more. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just, uh, I'll be grateful. I'll try harder. You know, no, 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 no. We'll do a meditation. No, no, no. Listen to affirmations. Affirmations didn't do it either. What did it was, I'm seeing purple all the time still. What did it was putting on a fucking amethyst on my skin. And there's people out there who do not mention the psychic protection. Yeah, I've watched videos about amethyst where they don't mention it's for psychic protection. And they say you can just put it in your pocket or on your desk. And I know for a fact that didn't work. I know for a fact putting it on my desk or, in my pocket did nothing, right? Because that had happened already and it did nothing. So, yeah, I'm curious. So anyway, yeah, the amethyst is first. Maybe I'll get like a really, really nice obsidian and then because I got like mixes right now, a really nice amethyst, and then I'll like add on to the rainbow. What do you think? Quartz and gold? Pure quartz and gold. Yeah, quartz is funny. Quartz is like lightning. It's not really on your side or not on your side. Amethyst is like something else. Something else. And it's that iron connection, right? Fe is that I was told iron was special. And iron turned out to be key in amethyst, which is just like, again, like decades of amethyst interactions, right? Like I was like homeless and I asked for an easy way to make money and I got offered $200 to help someone move. And we were struggling with like one of the most ungodly, heaviest things I've ever seen in my life. And they're like, we cannot move this. And they're like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get angry with it. And we all got pissed. We were yelling and cussing and the thing like flew, right? So anyway, he had these like giant amethysts, like this big. He was probably so rich, he like ripped me off, right? But he had like these giant amethysts this big. And it's just like that thing, right? I had prayed. I was like, um, help me get some money because I was just like, I need money. And I got offered this job. Help this guy move. I didn't get eaten. I didn't get raped. He just like, I did the work and he was like, thank you. And I got paid, right? And, which that's good money. You want to make anything you can do where you can make $300 or $400 a day doing, you're going to make so much money so fast, especially cash. But anyway, yeah, the big amethysts were a sign, but that was it. It wasn't like I took one. It wasn't like I sat in it. I didn't like keep it. It was just like, look at this amethyst, right? And I was just like, oh yeah, that's an amethyst. That's an amethyst, right? And it didn't matter how big it is because this bracelet's tiny. This is like a woman's bracelet, 4mm, missing like a quarter of it because I'm too big, right? And that was good enough. Whole life different. 3 people talking to me at once. I go back there the next day, someone compliments. I go to Walmart, there's all these chicks I like, and one of their dad is trying to open me in the parking lot. I was always having to do it all. I was having to do with somebody fucking cursed me. I've gone to like Cal Astrology and tried to get uncursed black magic cancer. I bought that for myself. I tried buying myself blessings, did nothing. I don't know who my enemy is. That's like the most interesting thing is I don't actually know who hates me this much. Who actually, and it had to have been since I was a kid. Or maybe before this lifetime, right? Maybe this is a ghost, right? Maybe I'm alive again and they aren't, and they're just pissed, and like everything you want to do is going to go wrong. But nothing worked. Everything ended bad. And it was like, amethyst is a brand new door. So yeah, it's that psychic attack protection. You can't just like put it on your head. Like I wore it right here, didn't do anything. It's like put it around your wrist and keep it there all the time. So that's my amethyst story. It's no coincidence that the amethyst bracelet broke and then something bad happened to me the same spot the next day. And it's no coincidence the day I buy the amethyst, 3 people approached to talk to me at the same time. And it's been nothing but that, right? So, yeah, I'm super excited about trying this new crystal world. Like, I know amethyst works. I know it now. Like, I have tangible proof. I don't need to be convinced amethyst is magic. I just know that. And so there's a lot of other rocks and obviously diamonds and gold and stuff like that I can experiment with. So, yeah, it's going to be amethyst for a while. Get rid of that psychic attack, get rid of that addiction. And then I'll be adding other like rare gemstones too over time. I know ruby and emerald are supposed to be really good. Yeah. That's going to get pricey, right? Gold. That'd be nice to have like a sapphire bead. I knew this dude who was like really advanced in Mount Shasta, and he loved beads. He said the beading is more. A bead doesn't ruin a crystal. A bead is like the next step in the crystal's greatness. When you beat it, you like make it a ball and put a hole through the middle. That's great. That does something that's like transcendental, right? So yeah, that's what I'm yapping about. Is like, I hope this information helps. It's a crazy story. Like, I can't believe it myself. I'm just like, you know how like if a big thing would happen, you tell the story a bunch to like get the energy out. That's what this is. This is like over and over. You know what I mean? Success after success. No questions. Just like nothing was working the whole time. I put an amethyst bracelet on. The Tektite and Labradorite bracelet is beyond trippy because I went to that store later and it's like they're all Tektite, they're all Tektite, they're all Tektite. I was like, look at this one. This one has a Labradorite in there, and they're like, okay, great, dude, you know. But me, I was like, what's the secret gift? So yeah, it'd be nice to get like a really high quality, like bright flash Labradorite. But later, definitely the secret is don't put it in your pocket. Don't put it on a necklace, like on the outside of your shirt. Do let it touch your skin, or do wrap it around your limb. That's what does it. Because like I had amethyst before, it didn't do shit. No major differences at all ever. But it's like wearing it. That was the that was the moment. So she doesn't mention psychic protection, and she just says you can put it in your pocket. She's probably either cursed or she is the problem. You know what I mean? But yeah. Yeah, I like blondes with blue eyes. I do. That's what I like. And that was what I was walking into since 2 days straight. Right. That's everywhere I go. That's exactly what's right there waiting for me. I'm like, but not like doing something else or with someone else. She's not like with someone else doing something else. She's not looking down on me, which is what my experience generally was. She's like into me. I'm cool. And I'm like, what the fuck? So awesome. So yeah. Hey, recovery is now. Even if it's like too late in my life or whatever, which I don't think it is, but even if it was, if you can manifest like that, yeah. If you're gonna bury me, you know what you should do? You should get like a bed of amethyst. Yeah, fill my coffin with like amethyst beads, please. That would be such good luck. Yeah, but I'm thinking about like maybe getting like an amethyst spear, like an amethyst stud, and like getting like a gauged hole and wearing an amethyst stud in my ear or something. Pain had those like black truth seeker orb insertions, which are pretty interesting. I've talked about obsidian being secretly a weapon, which it is. It makes a knife sharper than steel. Obsidian's supposed to protect you from negativity, but it can also make a knife sharper than steel. Obsidian can. So it's interesting. Amethyst may also have a dark side, like very, very self-focused, like very selfish, right? My blood type is A negative, and which is known as like a selfish alignment. It happens. If I'm a quadruple Sagittarius and I'm like a very talented, good entertainer, if I can be known by more people than I can know, being selfish is in balance. Yeah, that's a good way to not lose yourself. But yeah, thanks for listening to the Yap number like 3 today. Um, Crazy drive. It's definitely going to be a lot easier tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. Uh, but yeah, I'm super excited to get there and pick up. Maybe I'll like wait a day somewhere. There's like a good spot outside of town. Maybe I'll load up on groceries and like get there in the evening and just wait until the next day to pick up the stuff. That's a possibility. Yeah. But I'm excited for seeing the rain. I came back to like New Mexico, Arizona to catch the monsoons, which are going to be cool. So, Yeah, even I look better. Like I look like I've retained like some of like my child youthy. I'm not as stressed anymore, right? The other side of the amethyst is it's just calming. It's good for releasing emotional toxicity, which I endured, and it's good for releasing like back into calm. So rose quartz, I don't know. I need to study rose quartz more to give a shit about it. Um, I'm interested in like I don't know if like synthetic. That's the problem with like buying on Amazon is I don't know if it's real or not. I don't know if they just like got good at faking it. Um, yeah, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So like buying off of definitely, I'm planning on visiting the hometown crystal stores and getting bracelets, which I never really considered important before, but now I am. I'm like, yeah, you got to get really good bracelets. I'm interested in rose quartz, but I need to like discover more about it because like to me when it's like to me it's just like a dirty quartz. It's like quartz that's a little red. See, amethyst is so distinct. Amethyst has an iron in its binding molecules and it turns purple from radiation. It's so particular. It's like what's rose quartz like? I don't know. So I definitely feel like amethyst is probably pretty valuable. Um, and to have like real ones is obviously a treat. Uh, yeah. My original teacher would tell me I could manifest any crystal just by imagining I had them, which might be true, but just the amethyst was too crazy. It was too crazy that it's like I put the bracelet on, it broke, something bad happened to me the next day. And then the day I get a new bracelet, three people talk to me at once, and it's been nothing but like approaches ever since. Like usually people would like not approach me. This really was my experience is that nobody would ever approach me. I had to approach them. And now it's like people want to come up and talk to me. I get lucky. I get lucky and it comes home, right? It's just different. It's just different. So it's blowing my mind. It is. It's like this is real, right? Our crystal, the amethyst, isn't just a useless rock or a funny happening. It's like deep. It matters to like cosmic consequence, right? So yeah, I mean, I'll probably, given what I've experienced, I'm probably gonna be wearing amethyst until I die, like just for good, just for safety, just for good measure. It's definitely a stone of selfishness. Like the outside is all like craggy and rough and not beautiful, and the inside is like pointed inwards, just gorgeous and deep, right? It's like they don't matter. This is about me, right? That's like what amethyst is like heals you on is like because some of those people who are like people pleasers, like they lose their core. If you're trying to make someone happy who isn't you, they don't care about you like that. They don't know you like that. They see you as a part of their story. They're not like, you know, so yeah, I've yapped on about it enough, but I definitely find it weird, and I'm definitely like looking forward to what's going to happen next. Um, so, which will be tomorrow. You know, I've got two options. I can like drive all the way in to town today. Not today, but tomorrow I can drive all the way. I've got this wonderful hotel tonight. Oh, this is so good. I can drive all the way in tomorrow, or I can drive like halfway, or I could drive like 90% of the way, rest, stop on the outskirts of town, and then drive in the rest of the way. Um, yeah. Really, what I gotta do is I gotta decide where the freaking uh, and then my orders that are getting there tomorrow will be guaranteed there. That's the problem is I could get there too early and my orders aren't there, so I have to wait around anyway. And then I don't want to like And then if I show up not tomorrow but the day after, if I show up the day after tomorrow, then all my orders are there. Ooh, it'd be interesting if they don't arrive again. If they don't arrive again, then that means that I have a secret, like, corporate enemy, right? My enemy, I mentioned a few times in this video that I don't know who my enemy is. I don't know who it is. I have no idea who I pissed off that much, right? It could be someone very, very, very rich, right? And so it'd be interesting if it's like a corporate enemy, like they like, oh, he's trying to beat this attack I have on him. Don't send it, right? If it's like the bracelets bounce again to a different locker, right? That would be really, really, really weird. And then I would know, like, okay, I gotta buy a bunch of amethyst in person. Time to buy it all IRL. Yeah. But if I wait 2 days and they do get there, then I can go like crystal shopping at the store too. And yeah, can't have too much. Can't have too much. Yeah, but what worked was like a female 4mm bead, right? It was like, that was life changing. I didn't need a big one on every limb. I want it, but I didn't need it. So, yeah. Anyway, I've yapped enough. It was fun yapping, but I'm going to go now. This is the vlog about amethyst. Blew my mind. It's still going. Like, there's still, like, things happening today that are like, what? What? Right? So, that was my problem. I tried every other crystal. I tried manifestation. I tried affirmations. Right? I tried all that. Nothing was coming home and staying mine. Nothing was working out in a way that was good. And then I put this on, and now it's all working out. But it was like years of problems. Just problems without end. Yeah, when you're doing it wrong, it's wrong. You do it right, it works. So that was a lesson. Maybe that's like, as bad or uncomfortable as it is, it taught me a good lesson. So anyway, I'm going to go now. Thanks for watching.